Hi guys, I hope you're well. Okay, let me make sure that no device. Make sure that no device. Uh, no device makes noise for us. Let me check. Yeah, thank you. You're now live. Um, Vincent, how are you? Nice to see you again, Vincent. Nice to see you again, Vincent. Yeah, Vincent, today is going to be a great day. So worry not, worry not. Thank you, Vincent. Okay, I can't wait to see more people join the call. Let's see. Um, there we go. The number that we'll be having in the next 5 minutes, we are going to start. But you guys will forgive me today. I have some cold. I have my warm water here, and we can do this. We can do this. This is what they call air engineering. Actually, you are going to be doing vibe coding. It's all about vibe coding. Just vibing, just writing some code with plain English and see how far this can go. Just testing how far this can go. Jackson, how are you? Jackson, hi Jackson. Tilawat, can see you. We are here again. Thank you, Tilawat, for joining this session. Can't wait to see what we are going to build, guys. I can't wait to see. Can't wait to see what awaits for us today. So we are just going to start in a few. Let's wait. We have 2 minutes and then we start this session. Only 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let me just okay, today it's all about vibe coding. For those who just joined, vibe coding it's all about seeing how far AI can take us. How much can we do with AI? Can we just speak with it in English like language? Then it produces whatever we want. Can we do that? That's what we are going to be testing today, guys. That's what we are going to be testing. So we have less than a minute and then we start our vibe coding session. Okay, you want to know something about AI for software engineering? AI for software engineering, it's all about creating AI-based tools. AI-based tools like basically using AI to create some tools like writing some few algorithms to do with uh, machine learning, working on machine learning, working on basically creating systems with AI. What systems can you create? You can have your own data set. Then with that data set, you can train your AI model with that data set. Basically, it's all about training AI, working with AI, just making AI work. So that's what AI for software engineering, it's all about. Just writing some code and creating this simulation or these beautiful looking websites. Not really websites, but systems with AI. You can create your own chatbot, you can analyze hospital data, you can do anything with basically AI. So let's get started. There we go. Everyone who has joined, you can say hi. You can say hi so that we know you are here. So that we know you are here. Yeah, and let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. We have this, and we have our sketch where we are going to take some notes. Then we have our working system right here. So, anyone who has joined and has never joined, we are creating a community food bank. Community food bank is where you can donate food stuff and people can come and collect that particular food stuff. So in this system, we have several features. We have several features. One can come and donate. One can basically come and donate, add all the details and donate. Then one can view all donations. After viewing all donations, one can book for a certain donation. So if you are the person who donated this food stuff, you can't basically apply to get the same food stuff if you donated this food stuff. In this system, again, we have regulations where only you can only apply to 10% of the donated food stuff. That is from one item. Any food stuff that is around or it's about to expire, then any food stuff that is about to expire, then that means it will be given higher priority, and then people will come and see it here in the first as the first items. Let's say we have an item and I want to and I can't see any item of my choice. I can request for food stuff. Requesting for food stuff, I can request for maize, I can add amount, I can add urgency, is it urgent or is it normal? Then you can add your area and other descriptions. Then you can post requests. Okay, you can post a request. Now, after posting a request, so what? But before we go to so what after posting a food request, so you can come here and add an household. In household, we said only one member of your family can pick that food stuff. Only one member can pick that food stuff. So if only one member, that means you need to register your household. That's the features that we have so far. And also we have a profile here where you can come and edit your profile. You can see your profile here. You can see your food requests and this more basic dashboard. And you can sign out and you can see my details here and household members. So this is the current system that we basically have. But we want to take it further, a step further. So in this step further that we are going to take now, we can see by just looking of things. After you request for food stuff, so what? Who sees it? No one sees that food stuff request. No one sees it clearly. Then we said every activity that is taking place here, or any like donations, people have booked, households, and the rest. We want to create an admin dashboard where the admin can see all those details. So now this one will be /admin. See, it will be /admin. So in this /admin here, then it will navigate to the admin dashboard. So that's what we are fixing. First of all, make sure that we have an admin dashboard showing all the details, request, everything. Then after that, we are going to restrict the dashboard. Who can see the food stuff? Who can see basically the admin. And you remember this feature here for request food stuff. Who can view the requested food stuff? And where can you see the requested food stuff? So that's another feature that we need. So basically today, by looking of things, we have two main features. After requesting for a food stuff, who can see certain food stuff and the admin. So those are the main two pages that we are going to be working on for the day. So what is our tool of choice? We said we have too many tools, AI tools that you can vibe code with. You can use Casa, in which my preference here for today is Casa, together with Cloud Code. Cloud Code is a AI-powered IDE from Anthropic that we just write the prompt, then it will figure out everything you want to, then it will build the project, and then it will update the code here automatically. If you don't want to do that, you can use GitHub Copilot. Copilot, it's another option. Otherwise, if you have Casa, you can use these Casa prompts here, this user input, then you can basically ask the same thing, then it will do basically the same features. Okay, that is another option. Otherwise, you can use this IDE that is called Windsurf. You can download and install uh, this Windsurf. Install this Windsurf. So basically, those are the tools of your choice. You can use any tool that you feel like, any tool of your choice, as long as you know how to speak it. So what are we learning by the end? We are going to stretch and see how far AI can go. And also we are going to test our prompting skills. How good can we ask AI to do certain thing, and how good can it do? So those are the main goals. Those are the main goals. So let's do this. Let's start the coding part. Of course, I said my tool of choice is Cloud because I've already installed it. So I'm just going to initialize it. Initializing this Cloud code is just the same as clicking this here so that you can type anything here. See, it's just the same because it's terminal, that's why you see it's like this. It is like this. For those guys who have joined, give me a like. Feel free to give me a like. Give me a like so that we can enjoy this together, guys. A like, just a like, just a thumbs up and a like. Okay, but before we start our prompting, let me see who is here. You can see Vincent is here. Slawat is here. We have several people here. Jackson is here. Hi, Jackson. Vincent and Ongechi. Ongechi, how are you, Ongechi? Hello. So yeah, that's it. Anyone who has joined, you can say hi on the chat. I will appreciate a lot. You can invite your friends. You can tell them this one is exciting. You can tell your friends to join the call. You have said Cloud. Cloud, is it free? Cloud is not free. You have to pay for it. Also, Casa, this Casa here is free, but you just have to know the limit. You just have to be good in, you just need to be good in prompting so that you won't finish your credits. Don't finish your credits. Yeah, Chindima, how are you? How are you? Chindima, I can see you. How are you doing, Chindima? We have on Indowu. Abdul Ziz. How are you, Abdul Ziz? Okay, so we have it. We have this. Guys, we can make this. We can do this. We can do this. You can invite your friends. Feel free to invite your friends, guys. Feel free to invite your friends, guys, man. We'll appreciate a lot to see all your friends here. You and your friends. I would really appreciate. So we are just going to prompts. No, worry not, worry not, worry not. We are going to get started with the prompting. So I'm just thinking, yay, James from Kenya. How are you, James Korea? Can see you are here. I appreciate James. So we're just going to test our prompting. So I'm just waiting for my brain to load. Otherwise, I have some warm water in case it doesn't load. But in case it's too hot, I have my cold water here. Nice. So let's do this. Let's do this. Anyway, anything missing? Anything missing? You can ask any question on the chat. I'll be glad to answer you guys. I'll be glad you guys to answer. Okay. Okay, there we go. So we have two goals. What and what? The admin dashboard and this request food. So let's start with the easiest one. The easiest one here is the request specific food stuff. So we have already built that. Now we just want to see the requested food stuff and how we can help. Okay, the requested food stuff and how we can help. So we can basically start by saying, so we have the requested. So we have the requested food stuff. So in the requested food stuff, we want basically to anyone to see the food stuff and see if they can donate. So we have the requested food stuff and we want to display it in a page where people can donate that specific food stuff. So what are the functionalities here for donating the food stuff? Let's figure out what functionality we might need. So let's say now let's assume someone requested for this food stuff. Let's just assume, but I can see I have it. Can I donate this? Yes. So we want to make sure anyone who requested for that food stuff, once it's donated, they can see. Okay? They can clearly see. So that's one functionality. How are we going to notify the person who requested for that food stuff and know, yes, whatever I requested, someone has it and they are ready to donate? So that's one feature that we need in that particular functionality. So the other one is, let's assume that we have this. Can we just append a button here and then click this button and donate the food stuff? Then someone will see that food stuff has been donated. That's cool. Okay, I think we should do that. So if I go to the page of requests, I can click a button and then I can see someone I can donate that food stuff. But that's one approach. That means we need two pages. That is the one that I'm going to click a button and pop up and see what I need to donate, and also this other page for donate food stuff. We have that page. So we are going to have two pages. But now when we think about what do we call it? UI UX. Why can't we kill two birds with the same stone? How? I can basically, let's say we have some donations here. I can click the donations, then it will take me to this donate food stuff, okay? Then it will, we can add an extra field where it can be a drop down button where I'm going to, let's say we have people who have been requesting for food stuff. Let's see what this person is requesting, just a list of requests. Then I can select that particular request someone requested. Then I can donate, and because their donation was selected here, now they can go and see in their profile someone donated that food stuff. That sounds cool. Instead of creating two separate pages, I think that can work very well. That could work very well. So, which backend as a service do you prefer? Which backend as a service do you prefer? Which one do you have in mind so that we compare? Which ones do you have in mind? Vincent, which ones do you have in mind? So that we debug why this and not that, depending with your functionality. Austin, hello Evans. How do we donate? You're asking how do we donate? Okay, we are going to see that. We are going to see that. Actually, we are by coding this tool. We are going to try if we can donate at least either $100 of in cash or in actual food stuff. We can see. Let's see if we can. By the time we are done with this system, we can see if we can really donate. Okay, Jackson, I'm going to get back to you and then we debug that question. So let's do this. Let's figure out now that. So we have this prompt here. We have requested food stuff and you want to display it in a page where people can donate that specific food stuff. Okay. So the same thing that we had thought of clicking that food stuff, then redirecting us to that donation page. Okay. So basically add a button in the requested item, then it will redirect to the donate page, not donations, but to redirect in the donate page. So that's one feature. Add a button, then redirect to where? To the donate page. Now, in the donate page, that's where the magic is. That's where now we have to think what next. It will redirect to the donate page. So in the donate page, add a field, just defining what we want. Just add a field where it will what? What is the best word I can use here? Where it will Let me just use refer. I'm lacking the correct word. It will refer to refer to the requested. Is it requested? But let me think again. Let me think again. The best words to use. So it should redirect to the donate page. Then in the donate page, add a field where it will refer to the requested item. But this one should be a state. Okay. Who is this? Young JD. You didn't miss so much. Worry not, young JD. You didn't miss anything. We are just starting. This is our first prompt actually. Mark, live from Kakuma. How is you? How is Turkana? Okay. So add field where it will refer to the requested item. And actually this should be a state. So it should remember. So basically it should remember the item that was clicked, then it should carry that state and then add it there. So it should remember the actual item. So what is the goal here? Remember, we are vibe coding. We just need to use English like language, not technical words, English like language, and see how far we can go. Okay. So add a field where it will refer to the requested item. And also, in the same field, it should be a, what do we call it, drop down. It should be a drop down, and one can select, and basically one can select what? Any requested item and donate towards that item or household, in specific household. So remember, it's an household that requests, so it should do what? It should basically the same field at which it should be a drop down, and one can select any requested item and donate towards that household. So I think this one should be working well, but this one is not complete. So we need, so if what? So if I made a request to be donated some food stuff, then it was donated. Someone clicked the drop down and then the specific food stuff was donated. We need to add it into my profile. This one was donated. So if the person, let's use household to be specific. If the household that requested for the item and it has been donated, add that into the profiles, into the profile page. So if that food item was donated, add that into the profile page. But we need to figure out how is it being added to the profile page. How is it going to add? Of course, it's going to figure out. So I just want to think the best way so that we won't do another prompt. Remember, nowadays we are limited with credits. Let me see. So in my profile page, let me just assume, in my profile page, I'll see my requests. Okay, I will see my requests. Then, uh-huh, then I can see a basic card. Can just call it a card and see one request that I made, and this one was donated. Okay, yeah. So add that into the profile page. It's a simple card. It's a simple card to see who donated time and any other necessary details. Okay, we need this. So I think this will work well. This one will work well. Young JD, you didn't miss anything. Okay, let's see. Aviv, you're not late. You're not late. Actually, you are not late. You're still on time. Sally, whatever you want, I'm not going to do that. I can see your comment. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that, Sally. I'm not even going to read your comment. Let me just assume it. Okay. So, time and any other date. Okay, let's think again before we submit this prompt. So, we have requested food stuff and we want to display it into a page where people can donate that specific item or food stuff. Basically, add a button in the requested item, then it will redirect to the donate page. Cool. So in the donate page, add a field where it will refer to the requested item, and also in the same field, it should be a drop down. One can select any requested item and donate towards that household. So if the household that requested for the item, it has been donated, so if that item was donated, then do what? Basically add that into my profile because I'm the one who requested, and any other necessary detail that should be added. But I think we should add one more restriction here. Not restrictions, but steps here in where donate food stuff. We should make all these fields necessary except that particular field where I can select who to donate to. So in the donate page, let's add one more condition. In the donate page, the drop down should not be required. One can basically choose not to. Donate towards any specific household. Any specific household. So I think this one is good. Let me just submit it and wait and see now how this one is going to do. So basically it's going to read these instructions. After reading these instructions, it will go to my profile, then it will go to my donate page, and then it will basically update that request. So it's doing that. So let me see if you have any important question here, maybe that I skipped or something. Okay, we had a question that we skipped and we have to come back to it. From Austin. You're waiting for this to build anyway. Let me see the question. So, where's the question? Was it from Austin? No, not Austin, but Young JD. Ah, no. Let me see. Yeah, that was Vincent. Sorry, Vincent. Vincent, you asked which backend as a service do you prefer? Then we had who answered it? Jackson Montiso, Node.js and Django. Okay. So between these two technologies depends with what you are basically building. So you first have to understand what tool or what service first of all are you building. Even the choice of database depends with what you want basically to build. So all the databases can serve the same purpose, yes, but you need to choose which one basically fits the best according to your project. For example, let's take Node.js and maybe a specific front-end and database tool. So let's choose Node.js and use Mongo and maybe use Next.js and think what can we build first of all with that technology. Let's begin with the simplest idea. For example, a blog page with basically Next.js that will basically give you a better rendering. And let's say for a blog, you need search engine optimization. The basic features. We are talking about the most basic features that would sell your product and make it fast. So we need to create SEO. In that specific SEO, we need Next.js as compared to React because you are going to add so many features. You are going to write so much code for you or for React to figure out how to structure the SEO etc. Now, I also want my blog to be well indexed. All my content, basically that is the backend, to be well indexed. So in that case, I can use Node.js. First of all, of course, blog is very lightweight. It's very light in everything that you do. It should be fast, of course. So I can use MongoDB to do that, to create that specific blog and make it as good as possible. And also, I can use Node.js to do that because I don't have to do that specific or every computing or every task to do with that particular blog. Okay. Now, let's say I'm doing something like this, so that I can tell you what I chose. Let's say I'm doing something like this. So I can draw a diagram here. Then that diagram, you see, I've drawn that. I can change the sizes or I can play around with it. So what do I expect in the backend? I expect this one to communicate with the backend in real time. Okay? In much real time. I also want it either, for example, to store what? To store versions of this whole document. So, which is the best database that I can use for this? I can use MongoDB because it can easily handle these kind of functionalities and also store all these kind of versions with ease as compared to any other database. Of course, because this one is real time, I can use Node.js with Socket.io for instant connections. Because at some point I will share this with someone and I would like them to collaborate. So at some point I can be adding this, then person B can be creating this at the same time. So I should see what they are doing from their screen. They should see what I'm doing in real time. So I can use MongoDB and Node.js for that particular functionality because it best fits these uh, kind of tasks. So you just have to know what are you building, and you choose the technology that best fits that. Each technology, there is a place that where it best fits. Is there an advantage of using Casa over VS Code? The only advantage is that you can use this Casa input here, this chart here, which is integrated right here, and which is too easy to use. And actually, you'll be using models like this. You can select several models that you can use, and in which they are better as compared. At some point, they are better as compared to using VS Code and using what we call it Copilot and working on that. So there's not that much big of a difference. It's just a matter of preference, and all these tools do the same thing. So but the difference is how best it can understand your input. If it can understand your input well, then it will do the same functionalities. Doesn't matter which tool to use. Just a matter of preference. And also we have another tool in case you forgot. Sadly, we have another tool that is called Windsurf. Basically the same as that. Where is it? Yeah, this one here, Windsurf. In case you are wondering the spellings, Windsurf. Yeah, this Windsurf here, it's another, just like Casa. It's another tool that you can just use. You have so many tools. Ahad, what are we building? So what are we building? Basically, we are building, oops, oh, there we go. So we are building this community food bank. So in this community food bank, one can come here and donate food stuff, basically food stuff. Then when you donate food stuff, for example, actually you have to ignore it because it's actually trying to build here the code. At the same time, it's trying to update here. So worry not, guys. So in this community food bank, you can donate food stuff and people can come and collect that food stuff physically. Okay? Physically. So you can donate and you can say which location can these people pick this food stuff, and then they will pick that particular food items. Yeah, that's basically what we are building. So by the end of this system, we expect either to donate real food stuff where people can come and see and come and collect those items, or they can basically do what? Or they can basically donate cash. So we are going to later integrate that where you can, instead of donating only food stuff, you can also donate cash, and we can know how to figure that out. So that's the tool that we are building, or what system are we building. Thank you everyone who's watching. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you. So this one is basically building, still working on this. Let's see how far it is. It's adding donation tracking card. So as you can see, this one can select food stuff here, but I think this one is not working correctly. Let me just check from my Firebase. if we had some previous donations. Let me see. If we had previous donations. Community Food Bank. Do we have any requests? No, actually, we don't have any requests. So this one is cool. It should fetch from our database if we have any requests. So we can see our database is empty. We don't have any requests. So yeah. So let's wait and see. Once it's done, we are going to make a request. It's loading this. Actually, it's building. So worry not. We are here. Let's see. Let's see. You guys feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'll appreciate a lot if you subscribe. Subscribe, guys. That will boost me a lot. That will boost me a lot. So how far is it? How far is this? It's actually adding that. No changes. Doing it. Doing it very well. It's building. Okay, it seems that Falsa Mohammed, your message was automatically retracted. Or you deleted your message. I'm not aware. Okay, let me see. Let me see if you have any other question. Remember, share too, guys. Yeah, subscribe, share. I would appreciate you guys. Share to your groups, the live. Uh, what is zigzagging? It's doing zigzagging here. What is zigzagging? What is zigzagging? You can see it's saying it's done. Let's test this out. Let's test this out. Okay. So it has built all these features like user flow, all this. Okay. Let's test it out. Basically refresh, give it a refresh. And donate any food stuff. We can donate towards a family, and everything else remains constant. View donations. Our donations are here. Request food stuff. So that one should not be working. We were to remove this, but it's fine. Browse requests. No requests. Ooh, check this page. It's good. Open requests. Urgently needed. Fulfilled. Actually, it has added some summary here. If someone requested, we can see how many open requests. Like someone requested, but it was not yet donated. And how many were fulfilled, like someone donated towards that. And we can see we have everything here. So that's cool. So let's make a request of a certain food stuff. So what do we have here? We have rice. So let's make a request of something else. Request some food stuff. So in request here, I can request something like sugar. sugar. How much I can request for 4 kg? Is it urgent? It's normal. Let's leave it. Your area. Let me just add. Here you can add that specific area. Additional details. These ones are options. I need this. Optional. Contact information. You can add your contact information. Then you can post that request. Let's see. Request has been posted. So let's browse some requests. Ooh, it's breaking. Ooh, there you go, it's breaking. So where is the problem? Let's see. Let's read the console. React is not defined. React is not defined. Requests card.jsx. Requests. Requests card. It requests card.jsx. Import. Let's see from the app. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. It's good now. So, let's see this. Let's see. Remember we did oh, actually, can you see how it has restricted this? So I requested for sugar 4 kg. Who requested this person? This person requested 1 minute ago. It's a normal priority. So whenever you get it, you can donate. But it says this is my own request. I can't donate it because I'm using the same account. Okay, I can't. Um, I can't donate this. So let's see. Donate food. Let's see if it fetches. There we go. You can see. Open food request. This is sugar 4 kg. This is sugar 4 kg. Now it's fetching. So that one should be fine now. That one should be fine. Oh, actually, see, I want you to see something. Donate food stuff. You see these fields here. These fields here are empty. So I can fill this, right? But when I select the particular item, just say if I select this item, then it will pre-fill these two items. It's actually that was cool. Actually, I did some good task there, some good job there. So you can continue with other. You can continue with other parts of this. You can continue, you can use either maps. We'll fix it later. So let's first work with the good ones. So this one will review and post. Review. So I can review here and I can agree to the community guideline, and I can share this to the community. So posting. Let's see, view donations. We have these two donations. I can't apply for this. Sugar that has been donated. So you remember when someone donates towards this. So let's see if in my profile I can see. I hope it works. Actually, this one cannot work. Let's see. What is it likely to break? Okay, let me refresh this and see. Waiting for data to load. Reference error, current application is not defined. Okay. Let me clear and see where the error starts. Everything is cool up to here. User data. Waiting for user data to load. So first of all, we have one error. Let me see. Error fetching. Error fetching. So it's the same problem. Profiles page. We are vibing this, so it's not that of a big deal. It's not that of a big deal. We don't want to think. Why should we think and we have paid for this AI to do our job? We have paid for AI to do our job. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. So I'm getting the error above when let me see, still loading. So when I open the profile page. So this is the error that I'm getting. So I just want the error to fix by itself. So that is the first error fetch index you can create here. Okay, let me also copy this. So it's not working. What is this misbehaving? And also the following error. Fix the errors and make sure it works before you update the code. Make sure it works before you update the code. Let's see how far we can go. Okay, you want it to fix that by itself. You want to fix it by itself. So in case you're wondering where are you going to get the code, you can check on the description. You can check on the description of this video, then you're going to get the GitHub repo for that project. Get the GitHub repo for this project, guys. It's right there. You can start, you can fork, you can clone, you can do whatever you want. And also our previous deployment or our previous live updates, it is still there, what we have been doing previously. You can check out what we have been building previously. Yeah, everything is right there in the description. You guys can give me a like. For those who have joined, you can give me a like. You can subscribe. So you can comment. That will make me feel good. Will make me feel better. You guys can have a discussion there on the chat. Sammy, how are you? Can see you are here. Hi, Sammy. You're asking which one is better, Kiro and as compared to Casa. You guys can have a discussion. Anyone who has ever tried Kiro, have personally never tried it. So I don't have any views on that because I've never tried it. So this one is still fixing. It is still fixing. Okay, working on this. You guys can give me a like. You can give me a like, guys. You can invite more friends. Invite more friends. You can invite your friends to join the call. So actually, it's building this. It's building this. You have only done 1 hour. 1 hour, one feature. 1 hour, one feature. How? It's fine. So let's wait for it to complete fixing this. Then we go to the final feature. Per day, we likely build 2 features, and that will be the admin dashboard. Yeah. I told you the admin dashboard would be very light and some easy task, some easy work. Okay, Sammy, you were admitted today on Kiro. Yeah, you can try Kiro and you can give us an update. Maybe in our next call, in our next live, you can tell us how did you find it? Is it good? How basically how you are going to find it. But I can see Faisa is recommending for Casa. Maybe Faisa has tried Falsa, not Faisa. Falsa. Muhammad. Maybe he has ever tried Kiro. So it's almost done. It's almost done. Let's see. Let's see. Actually, why is it taking that much time to build this? Anyway, guys, anyone who has ever tried this tool that I gave you, anyone who has ever tried this tool, maybe you have a clone and trying to make it yours. You can actually up to where it is, it's up to here, guys. You have the code up to here, all these features, all these fixes. So you can take it, you can make it yours, you can add your MongoDB connection, database, your front-end authentication with Firebase, then it will work just the same. Now, then you can build from here. You can now build from here and add more features, more styles. Yeah, this is one of the tools that you guys I gave you for free. You can make it yours. You can make it yours. So this one is still building. Let me see where it is. It seems done. So profile. There we go. There you go. It's now working. My profile is working. Zero problems. But it's logging everything here in the console. So we are going to it's fine. It's logging everything, but it's fine. We are going to remove the logs. So let's see what we have here in the profile. In this profile, it is says I'm both a donor and an applicant. So how many household? My household is called JS Daddy. 2 donations made. I've done 2 donations. Remember that I'm a donor and I'm also someone who can request. So in my overview, you can see this simple dashboard here. I can see my donations, everything, and I can actually delete this donation if I want. I can see my impact analytics. Donations claimed, none. Households reached, none. Successful donations, done, none. Fulfilled requests, actually are fulfilled requests. I think this one should be for the someone who's requesting that. Quality requested for request date and when it was requested. Who requested this? Requester was this. Oh, actually, this one is for the person who is donating. They can see this. Applicant's view. Let's see what I have. Oh, in my applicant's view, you can see you can toggle between applicant's view and donor's view. Remember that functionality we added last time? So, and an applicant, food received 0 because I'm yet to apply for any or collect any. Also, members fulfilled requests. Donors view. In donors view, I can see my donations, impact, and fulfilled requests. Yeah, this one is working well. So whatever needs to change, maybe later, is the dashboard. Yeah, we make it clean, we make it more sensible. So for now, this one works for now. But according to UI UX design and principles, I don't feel it at all. So, but the functionalities work. So the next thing that we are going to change is the UI. The UI. Yeah, and that marks the first feature that was successfully done. The first feature is successfully done. So what is the next feature? Why do I think it's too easy? That is the admin feature. So what have we built today? Let's see. Let's see what we have built. Community food bank. So we have built 2 main features. Now let me just do this. So we have built 2 main features. When is today? Today is on 17th. Today is on 17th, 2025. So today's features, we have built 2 main features. The first feature is we have 2 features. Let me copy that. That was the user profile and user requests. So you have user profile and user request. So a user can request for food stuff, and the user can be donated some food stuff. So that is working. So the next that we want is the admin page. So in the admin page, what do we need? We need several things in which we need to figure out. Actually, the admin page, according to me, seems to be the simplest one. So let's see what we need in the admin page. First, we need all system overview. All system overview. So what do we have in the system? We have donations, requests, anyone who has requested, the number of donations, anyone who has requested, what else? Who donated, details, households, yes, we have households. What else do we have? We have households. Let me check from the database, straight from the DB. We have households, we have donations, we have requests. That's nice. We only need those for now. So you want to create a very beautiful admin that will see all these details, where we shall see all these details. So that's easy. That is too easy as ABCD. So let's do it. Admin, let's do the admin. Let me see. So I just want to stretch our one. So, okay, this is future. Okay, I want to build the admin page. I want to build the admin page where the admin can view all the details of the community. Food bank. These details are households and details. We need the households and details. After the households and details, what else do we need? So that was for the households. What else do we need? We need to see donations and all details. Requests and all details for that request. And all details. So those are the three main information or data that we have in the system. And the admin dashboard should show all necessary details. All details for the system. Okay, so the admin should see all the details for the system. But in these details, so I want us to do this in two steps. First, display all the details. Then the second step will be restricting who can access the admin dashboard. So let's just keep that pending for now. So I just want us to build these systems. So what can I see? Add cards and graphs and interactive and real time graphs where necessary. Where necessary. Okay, done. Don't mind where necessary. Make a cool UI, cool admin user interface. So you're going to make a cool user admin interface. So that's what we want. A very complex user interface. Also for the admin, add any, but I think we did that. Add cards interactive when necessary. Add any other details. Make sure to read the system and database to make what? Let me rethink. Because of first, it should check what in our database we have and see what we can display. Make sure that you read the system and database too. Make sure you don't skip any. You don't skip any details. So make sure everything is well displayed. Okay, let's do this. okay. Make sure the code works. The code works before you update it. So okay, let's submit that and see. Let us submit and see. So this one is clearly working well. So let's wait. I hope this works in the first prompt. So actually it's searching for the database and the pattern. All the information that we have in the database. What do we have? So this one is working. This one is working well. It's actually updating on time, on real time. But it should guide us on how to access the admin. So this one should never worry us. Oh, this was my prompt. So it's actually reading the admin page in which it's reading the households, collections. So we have donations, we have requests, we have food requests, we have applications, and then we have also. So these are the main details that we have. These are the details that we have here that is going to fetch. Yes, I've seen your question. Have you ever deleted any database by accident? Of course, I've deleted my own database by accident. And it's not by actually going directly and deleting, it's through AI. This is what I did. For example, I updated the code with AI. Then I was doing it's called data migration. For example, we have these donations here. Then I want to migrate something like where households. You see these households here. We have the household members here. But these household members, I want to check some few details here, like email, and then if any donor here, they are tied to any household or they are tied to any specific email, also automatically create a script that will fetch through the list of households and update this other collection where necessary. Then unfortunately, the code did this. The code basically deleted that script in short. So this is what the script was doing. Fetch. So it fetches. I was doing migration, complete migration. So I was aiming to take here copy to the next one. So instead of copying, it did cut. So it cuts, but when it's doing the other side, it was not able to automatically match that. So the script was not working well. So I accidentally deleted some records. But how did I recover that? Actually, in Firebase, because I mostly used Firebase, we have this disaster recovery here. Disaster recovery here. So the good thing that I was in Pro, so I just did some recovery. Actually, we have backups. So this is how backups work. For example, for Firebase. So you see this information here. So it takes the first screenshot, not really screenshot, but it copies everything into a backup. After, depends with the frequency that you are going to set, 1 week, 1 day, the frequency. Then it will take that, then copy into a separate recovery. So in case by any point you lose data between, let's say 3 hours, something like that, you can just go to the recovery center here, then you can recover, or you can download that system, then it can now come back here, just like versions. Okay. Yeah, you can see actually we have a good engineer is called James Courier. So he's saying SQL databases can be tricky at some times. Yeah, they can be tricky at some point. And I once ran an update statement without where. Wow, that must have messed you up, James. Yeah, actually, data recoveries and backups are very necessary. So, actually, this is something that most of us we don't think when we are creating these systems. We can create a system, create a database, but we don't think about recovery and backups. So in case you don't have a backup for your system or for your database, it can mess you up. So mostly you need to have backups and recoveries. So basically for the backups, it's up to you to know when do you backup. Do you backup the moment this data just enters into the DB? Do I have my primary database here? Then I have another one where I'm just automatically transferring that or updating into that recovery place or that data backup. So you need backups. You just have to know how to work with or to create these backups. It's up to you know also to know when to back up. Okay, someone is asking, this is David. How am I configuring my cursor? Because you can see I'm working in the terminal here. Ooh, this one completed, it's fine. So actually I'm using cloud code. Cloud code. Basically I'm using cloud code. It's a terminal here that you do, but actually you have to pay to get this cloud code. This one is it's not free. You have to pay so that it builds this. But alternatively, I said we have so many options. You can go to Casa and then you can just use this input here, or where you can just ask anything from Casa. And actually you have these models here. So it's up to you to know which one to use. Use wisely so that you don't exhaust your free credits. Just use wisely. So make sure every time, what do I mean by use wisely? So the moment that you are prompting, as you can see, the moment I'm prompting, I'm trying my best to capture all functionalities and make it as simple as possible in that one statement. So the time it's trying to figure out, it knows exactly what it's trying to figure out. So it seems this is done. So let me see if I can figure out how to access the admin. Let me refresh. Okay, let me just figure out browse donation, share food stuff. We don't have a button here. I can see profile. Okay, let me just read the code to check the admin path. Okay, this one should be slash admin admin. Access denied. Why? Why is my access denied? Anonymous guy. Thank you, Chris. Why is my access denied? It's telling me that access denied. Why? Access denied. So let me see. In the admin page, what do we have? Why is it denying me? Oh, okay. You can see, for example, it's trying to set up the user email. The user email should be here, admin.foodbank.com. This one is the email that should have logged in here. So the current user includes admin UID. This one is crazy. So let me just change this one to the email, the current email that is in use. This one is Evans Namai. gmail.com. Let me see. Refresh. Access the. Oh, yeah. Cool. I just changed the email. Where's the email? Actually, we are going to set up this later. So we are just setting up some quick access to the admin dashboard. Well, actually, where did I do that? So yeah. So this is the email. So it should check the logged in user. Remember that I logged in here. If I'm in that route and I've logged in with that email, I can see what? I can see the admin. I can see the admin dashboard. So these are just basic details that I can see of whatever is happening. How many donations do we have? 3 total requests. 2 households. Success rate 50%. So 50% of people have successfully collected foods or have successfully applied. We have 19 total servings. Active users 4. Are you really sure these are active users are 4? We have 2. I know why we are saying 4. I know why it's saying 4. Oh, active users 4, 2 donors. 2 donors. And as you can see, it has done really ugly graphs here. Really ugly graphs. But available 3 donations, requests. Okay. Donation analytics. As you can see, it has displayed all the necessary information that we need. Everything has displayed here. Like for example, donations, all these donations, requests, and remember that I'm an admin, I can delete anyone's donations. You only have one household with their members and applications here. No applications food here. Why is it saying that we don't have any applications? It's saying we don't have any application because you remember the time we were donating here and wait. Let me check again before I explain. Admin. Yeah, these applications. It says that we don't have any application because you remember the first time that we were donating, then we picked who we are donating to. Why do we have 2 kilos Lagos, Nigeria? How many people do you have in this system, guys? How many have joined? It seems, let me check. Can be it McLewis. Fresh tomatoes, 2 kilos Nigeria. You guys have you hacked my system? What? I don't remember having this. Okay, let me check. I don't remember adding this. Food requests. Yeah, there we go. We have several. Remember this? Remember this one? Let me check. Yeah, I requested for this, but this one was fulfilled. So that means it won't display here because it was fulfilled. But in case it was not fulfilled, that's why it is displaying fresh tomatoes from who? From this particular person. Anonymous guy. Anonymous, I know you. Mark Kamau. Thank you, Mark Kamau. Okay, so that's why it's not displaying. So yeah, that was a very nice functionality that it added. And yeah, that's cool, guys. That's cool. And actually means we're almost done with our admin. And remember that when I said we need to restrict who accesses the admin, actually the code did that for us. The code did that for us. Yeah. It seems it did that for us. Let's see. Yeah, guys. So that's it for that particular features. So let's see what we are going to work on next in the next live session. Let's see what we are going to work on next. Don't mind about the UI. The UI, we are going to fix it. We are going to fix it and make it make sense. So we are going to make it make sense. So let's see. So we don't need to work on the UI for now. You guys suggest any other feature that we are going to work on in the next session. Yeah, David, do you think you should be having a brainstorming session? Yeah, actually we can brainstorm now and see what we can do here. We can brainstorm. What features do we need to add, for example? What features do we need to add? David, what do you think? Who's Jackson today? Jackson. Who's Jackson today? Jackson actually suggested most of these features you see here. Or do you want you guys next time we add the what do we need? Actually, we can donate physical food stuff, but next time we need to add donate with cash. Donate some cash. In case we want to donate some money, we need to do that. So this one we can only donate food. So next time we need to add donate foods some cash. But in donating some cash, let's think first before we do it next time. So how many options do we have? Payment options. And who is likely to donate before we choose the payment system that we are going to use? Now, someone is suggesting that we use Daraja, but before we decide it's Daraja, let me show you how you think about these systems before you choose a payment options. This is a food. What is the possibility of this? People from different countries donating for some food stuff for people in Kenya. Let's say we have people in Kenya, they want to donate money to people in Kenya. So, how many payment options can you do? You can do with M-Pesa, for example. You can do with card. You can do with PayPal and any other option. But what are the popular options for us locally? We are in Kenya. Someone from Nigeria, they would like to donate some cash to us. You see, we have to think what is the payment option that can link between us, someone who is Nigeria and someone who is in Kenya. Okay, we are yet to choose, but we are just thinking about the possibility of this system. So this is how you think about these systems before you even start working on these particular features. Just think the possibility beyond that. So now we have that options. Now can we think which is the best? What options do you think we can use with that? Just basic brainstorming. Okay, yeah, Mark Kamal, you're saying questions on the donations. I saw it was only one option. Like, I see an idea of increasing list of options. Yeah, actually, you see now we are increasing the list of options that we need to add. First, we donated the physical food stuff where one can physically go and collect that item. But now we are thinking of adding another option like donating cash and adding now more functionalities in here. How what can you add? But basically, this was only donating food stuff, and I know that's what you mean. It's only donating one option, that is physical food stuff. But what if I want to donate something else like clothes, like shoes, any other item? Now you see. Now, what is the possibility for people donating those kind of items? So we have to think about that, and now we have to work on it. Just give me a minute, guys. I'll be back. Okay, so what options do we have for the payment? We can either use several payments. We have intersend, where people can donate in different locations or from different locations. Apart from intersend, we have others like Paystack. We have the Daraja, of course, that you can use. And we have many more. We have Stripe, of course, Stripe for global reach and M-Pesa locally. But Tashizu, in case you want us to use Stripe, let me see if I can figure out. I show you one option. Let me show you one option here. Just a demo of this. Instead of using two separate options to do payment, we have one option that we can use to actually do this. Let me just take something random here. I don't think I have any that I've never subscribed. Okay, let me check if this one. Yeah, for example, you see this one here. I can just click this one button, then I can initialize two separate payment options. Wait, is it working? Yeah, and yeah, it's loading. You see here, I have several options. I can pay using my card, and I can use the Apple Pay still here. I can do Google Pay, and actually I can do M-Pesa here, right here in one platform. Actually, this one is called Intersend. This one, Intersend here. It's called Intersend. We can just integrate Intersend, and people can donate. People can basically donate right here. So that means we need to have one big account. We'll have one big Intersend account that holds all our money. So that's another problem. Now let's think about this. Let's think about this. When we are donating, we are going to donate to who? To this food bank, okay? But someone in Nigeria might want to donate to people in Nigeria. How are we going to transfer this money from one centralized account to people in Nigeria? Does Intersend offer that? So we are going to figure out. That's some of the questions that we need to ask ourselves. Does the system figure out? Yes, we can collect all the money from one big account, then we can distribute to anyone in need. That is one option. Another option, just the same way that we donated food generally and we donated to a specific person, we can do that with the payment. Can I donate it to the general organization, or can I send that money through the system to a certain or specific household? We need to ask ourselves that question before we even start thinking or start building the donation system. So you see, these are the questions that we need to ask ourselves before we even start using any payment platform or even start thinking about the system. So yeah, that's what we are going to be working on next time. Yeah, so let me read the last questions before we call it off. Okay, let me read questions on the donation. I saw that was only one option. Okay, we only did that. Maybe check who can request for food because some may take advantage of while they don't need it. Yeah, we have a problem there. You see here, where someone can request for food stuff. Where is it? Actually, you don't need this page. You need to remove it. You see here where you can request for food stuff. How do you verify that you are really in need and you can request for food stuff? Okay. How do we verify? Remember, this is software, and you are not coming to specific home to verify that yes, this guy we have seen with our own eyes, they need to request for food stuff. How do we regulate that? So that's something that we need to think about. So let me just write them down here. Is regulate who can request donation. You're not going to regulate who can donate, but we can regulate who is going to request for the donation. Okay, that is one. You're going to add it. The possibility of confirming payment after being done. Of course, by the moment you are done with the payment, actually it is confirming. So that one is easy. No big problem. Okay, young JD, what do you have to say? Side note. What about a statistics page with a cumulative total amount of foodstuff donated overall? Because sometimes like 100 tons of rice, 600 tons of, ooh, okay, okay. This one is cool. This one is cool. I need to I need to put it down. I need to put this down. How do I copy this? So let me just copy this. The boards. We just logging into the board. Is logged in here. Everyone's number in my boards. Actually, let me see if it's going to update. Okay, who can do this? Let me just update here. And there we go. There we go. I've added that as a comment, guys. So yeah. So that one, it's another feature that we are going to check. So because sometimes people can, we have all these donations. Yeah. So we are going to check on this as well. It's another feature that we need to add here in the admin. Because someone might have donated the same item. Like rice, 3 kg, someone else donated like 5 kg of rice, someone else donated 100 kg. So cumulatively, how many kgs are those cumulatively? So yeah, that's a nice one. Young JD. Thank you. So that is nice. Oh, yeah. So these are features that we are going to check on next time. And that's it, guys, for joining. I appreciate your time. I appreciate everyone who joined. And thank you for having you guys. And thank you. Don't have much to say, just thank you. And see you in the next live session. That will be on Friday and Saturday. So we are going to have 2 extra on Friday, this coming Friday and Saturday. So it will be on here. So remember to check the channel for you to find the sessions. Thank you. See you in the next one.